Welcome to the Botch Squad podcast, everybody. I'm your host, GenaMan94, here to review this awesome 10 out of 10 wonderful takeover special that NXT performed, NXT Takeover Dallas. Now, this show right here was an excellent wrestling show. It was just amazing from the beginning of the card to the end of the card, and let's get right into it. So the first match was for the NXT Tag Team Championships. It was American Alpha versus the champions, The Revival. Now, this match right here was a great opening match to kick off the show. The Revival, they came out and started to try to take American Alpha lightly, but they showed them they weren't pushovers, man. American Alpha brought the fight to them. And you know the Revival, they're gonna try to shut you down and try to take away all your hot tags and all of that, and pretty much beat you down with their fists, which is their whole gimmick thing is, no flips, just fists. And that's what they tried to do here against American Alpha. They tried everything to make sure that they wouldn't lose their tag team championships. There was even a moment where Jason Jordan was about to get a hot tag, and Dash Wilder went up under the ring to prevent that from happening. It was awesome. The whole match, the way it was done, was awesome. The crowd was into this match from beginning to end. They were hyped. This was a great match. A bunch of near falls, a bunch of great wrestling moves, suplexes. Jason Jordan was on fire. Chad Gable was on fire, and they won this match. They came out victorious, and they are your new NXT Tag Team Champions. I love American Alpha, the way they've been booked, and the way they've had to work their way up to earn an NXT Tag Team Championship match. It's just awesome that they were able to pull off the victory against a team that wasn't just your average tag team champions. They were very tough in the way that they perform in the ring and try to shut you down and get in your mind and ground and pound. But this was an excellent match, and I'm happy that American Alpha won. Next match was Baron Corbin versus Austin Aries. This was Austin Aries' first match at NXT. The story here was that Baron Corbin was upset at William Regal because he didn't put him back in the NXT Championship number one contender match, because he tapped out to both Sami Zayn and Samoa Joe at the same time. And Sami Zayn and Samoa Joe had to rematch it a couple times, but Corbin was left out because Regal said, hey, you tapped out, you lost the match, you're no longer in it. So when Austin Aries was first debuting after William Regal announced him, Baron Corbin attacked him from behind and hit him with the end of days outside the ring. And then he looked at Regal and said, an eye for an eye, and threw Austin Aries' shirt at him. And Regal was pissed off about that, and so was Austin Aries, because he requested this match with Corbin at TakeOver, and this was a pretty good match. Austin Aries, been a fan of him for years. A-Double, the greatest man to ever live. Austin Aries is awesome. Even against the bigger Baron Corbin, he still wasn't afraid of him, didn't back down to him. He kept getting knocked back down. He got right back up and went right back at him. And I really like the way Baron Corbin has progressed as a character, as a wrestler. When I first saw him, I was kind of like, okay, well, his gimmick is he beats people in under 20 seconds, under 10 seconds, and that's pretty much it. But over the past couple of months, he's really, really developed, and he really puts on really great matches. And this one was no different. Corbin eventually was about to hit the end of days on Austin Aries, but Austin Aries countered it and rolled him up for the victory. So if he would have hit that end of days, though, it probably would have been over, because I don't think anybody gets up from that. But yeah, so that was an awesome match, and Austin Aries picked up the victory. The next match, oh my goodness, I love this match so much. Shinsuke Nakamura's NXT debut versus Sami Zayn. And let me tell you about this match. This match had me smiling as I was watching it the whole time. From their entrances, where the audience, awesome crowd in Dallas tonight too, where the crowd showed so much respect to Sami Zayn for everything he's done for NXT, and we pretty much assumed that this was his last match in NXT. And then you got the debuting Shinsuke Nakamura, who was a star over in Japan, who's pretty much done it all, and tremendous respect shown to both these competitors throughout the match and during their entrance or whatever. And these two, they tore the house down. This was an amazing match. Probably one of the best matches I've ever seen. Honestly. These two went at each other and they didn't care. Sami Zayn did not look like a scrub, which I'm glad they did, because if he's leaving NXT, you want to make sure that they don't just have Nakamura come in and beat him real quick, or make him look like he's not worthy of competition to this guy. But he was bringing the fight. They weren't pulling any punches. It looked like they were legitimately just killing each other. The punches looked real, the kicks. Sami Zayn tried to mimic the strong style that Nakamura presents in his wrestling matches, and it was just awesome. It was awesome to see these two, who I'm big fans of, go at each other, and oh my god, they put on an amazing match. Sami Zayn, man, this is probably one of his best matches of all time. Well, especially in WWE, I'll say. But we need to see more of this on the main roster. This was incredible. These two went out and they left it all in the ring. They literally got like 2 to 3 standing ovations throughout the whole match. Like, the crowd was really invested in this match. There was counters, submissions, suplexes. It didn't matter. They did it all. At one point, Sami Zayn went to do his patented outside the ring through the turnbuckle DDT, and Nakamura countered and kicked him in the face. And that's when the tide started to turn, because Sami Zayn was probably in control for, I'll say, about 60% of the match, and Nakamura definitely turned it on him. Like, Sami Zayn went for, I think it was the haluva kick, and he missed that, and Nakamura started kicking his ass because of that. And every time they missed the move, they paid for it, and that's what I really, really enjoyed about this match. Match of the year candidate for sure. Even on the main roster, we still have the rest of the year to go, but for now, this is definitely a match of the year candidate for me. Nakamura hit a reverse exploder suplex on him, and he countered Sami Zayn and hit what I believe is called the Kishaza. I'm not too sure on that. They kind of said it weird, so I wasn't too sure on what his finishing move was called. But even after the match, when it was over, because Nakamura picked up the victory, these two showed tremendous respect to each other, and Nakamura went over to him. They hugged and shook hands or whatever, and it was great. The crowd chanted Sami Zayn. I mean, they were singing his theme music from the time he came out. It was just amazing, well put together match, and thank you to the crowd for making it feel even just that special. Next match, another match I enjoyed. I enjoyed all these matches, honestly. Bayley versus Asuka for the NXT Women's Championship. And these two women put on a great match. Oh, man, I enjoyed it because they didn't make Bayley look like, one of the women jobbers that NXT has. Asuka didn't just come out and just win. She had some obstacles to get past because Bayley was the NXT champion, and they made her look like such. Again, I said was because, as we know, Asuka picked up the victory here, but it was a wonderful match. Bayley did her best to stop Asuka, all throughout the match. It was just like maybe one strike, one kick, one, whatever, and Asuka will win this match. It was just like Bayley was trying to suppress that. She was trying to attack some of the body parts of Asuka. And, she did her best, man. Bayley definitely did her best. She had a great run as NXT Women's Champion. She's gotten way better from when she first debuted in NXT. And I'm guessing she's coming up to the main roster as well. Hopefully soon. So we'll have the 4 horsewomen on the main roster. So that'll be awesome. Can't wait to see that. But Asuka, man, what can you say about Asuka? Asuka is a beast. Asuka is definitely a beast, man. She went at Bayley. Bayley went at her. These two put on an incredible match. There was a bunch of submissions. Bayley was trying to go, toe to toe with her on a submission grind, and any submission Asuka do, she can make you tap out with it, and it's just amazing. It shows her I guess different variations of what she could do to beat you. She can use a kick, punch you, whatever. It don't matter. Asuka's amazing, and I love Asuka. And Asuka picked up the victory here. It took a while, but she got Bayley to pass out, and I love that finish. She got Bayley to pass out with the Asuka lock, and I really like that. They didn't make Bayley just tap out; she passed out, and I really enjoyed how they made that finish. And Asuka gave it a stare down, and Asuka's your new NXT Women's Champion, and I'm happy that Asuka was the one to take the title off of Bayley. I don't even think she's lost in NXT except for I think it was a Battle Royal. I think that's it. But she hasn't lost a one-on-one match in NXT, and they built her up to be pretty strong, and now she's your NXT Women's Champion and the woman to beat in NXT because she hasn't lost. Incredible match. Great women's championship run by Bayley. She had some great matches, and the future is bright for her, and the future is bright for Asuka. So let's just see where they go from there. Now, your main event was Finn Balor versus Samoa Joe for the NXT Championship, and this match, I enjoyed the match, and what happened was Finn Balor and Joe unintentionally headbutt each other, and I guess Finn Balor's head caught Joe right on the corner of his eye, on the outer corner of his eyeball, and he was just split open for the whole match. He was just continuously leaking blood, and we're in the PG era, so of course you have the doctors and the trainers trying to stop the blood because they don't want to show that on television. I understand that, of course, but it kind of took away from the match a little bit. Even though these two still put on a great match, Finn Balor with his body paint that he came out in and his entrance, he had a chainsaw, and it was just it was an amazing entrance. It was awesome, and Samoa Joe, like AJ Styles, just like Austin Aries, I've followed him for years as well, and what more can you say about him? He was pissed. He was genuinely pissed that the doctors kept coming to him to try to stop the bleeding. He wanted to just fight, and so did the crowd. They kept chanting, "Let them fight," and this is bullshit, but you're in the PG era. They got to stop that blood. I mean, I understand, wrestlers don't want the match stopped because of injury or something, but they're just doing their job. Nothing they can really do. That's the call from the back. But other than that, these two put on a great match. Pretty much going after each other and, giving it all for this NXT crowd who wanted to see these two guys go at it. They've seen a bunch of great matches all night, and they were excited for this match. So, even after the blood and all of that, these two still put on a great match, going after each other, countering each other's moves, and, pretty much these two have incredible chemistry in the ring. But Joe thought he had Finn Balor. He even hit him with the Muscle Buster and didn't get the pin. And then he started just looking at Finn Balor like, okay, what's up with this demon gimmick that you got? Because it just turns you into a whole different person. You're more resilient. And it looked like it scared the hell out of Joe. He thought, man, I'm just going to come in here and dominate Finn Balor. And he's not going to scrape by like he did at NXT London. And Joe was trying to pretty much end Finn Balor, and Finn Balor wasn't having it. I guess his demon powers kicked in, and I guess he went into overdrive mode because Joe had him in the coquina clutch, and it looked like Finn Balor was going to pass out, the same way Bayley did, but he started to yell, and Joe just has him in a lock like, what the hell are you doing, man? And then he ran off the turnbuckle and flipped Joe and got the pin off of that. And Joe was just like, man, really? Like, he just beat me again? He was just looking surprised and confused. He didn't know what was going on. He was just like, man, what the heck just happened here? And it was crazy. Finn Balor's demon powers, I guess, helped him pick up that victory or whatever. Yeah, so that's pretty much how it was. Joe left the ring in disgust. Finn Balor was like, yeah, see, I told you I was going to retain my championship, and who knows what's left for Joe. I don't know if he's going to stay in NXT or they're going to move him up to the main roster or whatever. But I'm excited to see what happens with him next. And Finn Balor is still your NXT champion, and I believe he's going to be the longest reigning NXT champion. And so yeah, that's pretty much how that's going to go. This takeover special, man, I know I keep saying it, but it was amazing. It was great to watch as a wrestling fan. It was great to watch the matches, how they were put together, the crowd excitement, the commentators knew the moves. It was amazing. It was just a great show to watch, and especially on WrestleMania weekend. And they pulled out the big guns here at NXT. You guys made the main roster need to step up and maybe put on an even better show, if you know what I mean, wrestling wise. And WrestleMania week and WrestleMania weekend is just the best time of the year for all of us wrestling fans. The biggest show of the year. Now with NXT, with how great they've become and how popular they've become around the world, giving them that time to be a part of WrestleMania weekend, and maybe somebody who doesn't know NXT, and maybe they were able to catch the show, maybe they were able to go in person, maybe they don't watch on the network, maybe they were able to go in person and just see how incredible NXT is. And I gotta credit Triple H, I gotta credit the Performance Center, all the trainers, the talent in NXT for working just so hard and putting on incredible shows like this, and all the other shows that they do. And NXT is just a wonderful thing, and it's just great to see that. But I really enjoyed this show. If you guys enjoyed the show, go ahead and put it down in the comment section below. We can discuss down there. If you like the video, please give it a like. Subscribe to the channel if you're new. I got a couple more videos coming this weekend. I'm excited. And NXT helped that out a whole hell of a lot. So I want to thank you guys for watching. And I'll see you guys later on this weekend in WrestleMania. Peace. Peace. Peace.